You can have the most impressive resume in the world, but if people don't trust you, you're just a highly qualified ghost. Trust isn't some magical aura you're born with, it's a silent signal you send through tiny psychological habits that tell the world whether you're a leader or just another person drifting through life without a purpose. In a world full of musty Discord mods and people gooning and rotting behind screens, being someone who is actually reliable is like having a superpower. If you want to stop being the person who gets taken for granted and start being the person people rely on, you need to understand the psychological tricks that build instant credibility. Here are the 7 subtle habits that make you instantly more trustworthy, backed by the way our brains actually process human behavior.
Number 1, the integrity loop, doing exactly what you said. The fastest way to kill your reputation isn't a massive failure. It's the death by 1,000 cuts caused by small, broken promises. Most people treat their word like a suggestion, but trustworthy people treat it like a contract. When you complete the tasks you said you would do, even the ones that have become challenging and more repetitive, you aren't just finishing a job, you are building trust within yourself. Psychology shows that as you trust yourself more, your confidence in self-growth increases, and others can feel that neural resonance. If you say you'll send an email by 5 p.m., send it at 4:59 p.m. When you are disciplined and commit to completing the task, even when you don't feel like doing the hard work, you signal to everyone around you that your word is the most stable thing in the room.
Number 2, the environment mirror, maintaining the basic level. We often think our private mess stays private, but your living environment is a loud broadcast of your internal state. If your desk is a disaster, your car smells like rotten fish, and your hygiene is failing, you are telling the world that you cannot take care of yourself on the most basic level. If you can't manage your own space, how can anyone trust you to manage a high-stakes project or a professional team? Trust starts with the basic human need of hygiene and respect. By brushing your teeth, having a nice shower, and smelling good, you are basically telling yourself and the world that you're someone worth taking care of. A clean environment reflects a life that is not a mess, making you appear like someone who has slowly built their life back together and is ready for responsibility.
Number 3, radical authenticity, the Bugatti Man principle. People don't trust perfect people, they trust real people. Most people are stuck on a script trying so hard to be cool or impressive that they end up being boring. Their brains go error 404 the moment they have to show a real personality. The trick is to let your guard down and show your weird, wild side. Whether it's screaming lyrics at the top of your lungs or talking about a super weird or super niche interest like cleaning cars with foam cannons, being unpredictable and authentic makes people remember you. When you own your weirdness, people respect you for being yourself. This honesty creates a shortcut to trust because people feel like they've seen the real you, not a polished fake version. It shows you aren't hiding anything, which is the foundation of professional and social credibility. Number 4, expanding your window of tolerance. Nothing destroys trust faster than a disproportionate, immediate overreaction to a small problem. If a door closed too hard or a message left on read causes you to flip out, you appear unstable and dangerous to work with. Psychology explains that these overreactions are actually somatic memories, where your body responds to what happened then, not what's happening now. To be trustworthy, you must work on your window of tolerance, the zone where you can experience stress without losing the ability to function. When you land inside the window, you can process things thoughtfully instead of falling into hyperarousal, panic or rage, or hypoarousal, numbness. A leader who stays calm when the emotional logic of a situation gets intense is a leader people will follow into any battle.
Number 5, identity alignment, having a clear mission. You cannot trust someone who is drifting throughout life without a purpose because you never know which way the wind will blow them. Trustworthy people have a clear sense of direction because they have figured out the person they ultimately want to become. When you write down your goals and stick them on your wall, you create a new identity for yourself. This makes your behavior predictable in the best way possible. People know that if your goal is to grow a YouTube channel or get straight A's, your energy will go there every single day. By having 2 to 3 personal goals that you are constantly reminded of, you become a man on a mission. People trust those who are on a transformational journey because they know what that person stands for and what they are willing to work for. Number 6, the big 3 stability. Fueling the professional engine. Trustworthiness is physically demanding. If you are sleeping past 3 a.m. and waking up at 3 p.m. with zero energy, you are going to flake on people. You cannot be reliable if your engine is broken. The big 3, sleep, diet, and exercise, are the core stepping stones to a reliable life. Proper nutrients and 8 hours of sleep keep your mind and body healthy and sharp, allowing you to succeed where others are pulling all-nighters and failing. When you move your body, you increase blood flow to your brain, which helps you think clearly and stay mentally sharp. If you look like a musty Discord mod, people instinctively doubt your discipline. But if you prioritize the big three, you show up with the mental clarity and energy required to actually do what you said you would do.
Number 7. Sustainable consistency, avoiding the monk mode trap. Finally, people trust the person who is consistent, not the person who is intense for 3 days and then disappears. Many people try to unfuck their life by eliminating all bad habits at once and flooding their days with hard productive tasks, only to get burnt out and give up. This 90-day monk mode approach is unsustainable and makes you look flaky in the long run. True trustworthiness comes from playing the long game and finding what is sustainable for you. It's about doing the next smallest habit every day, like waking up just 30 minutes earlier, rather than trying to run 10 miles every morning and quitting by Tuesday. People trust the person who at least shows up and puts in 1 to 2 hours of work even on the days where they feel like doo-doo. When you accept that not every day will be perfect and stop beating yourself up for slipping, you actually become more consistent. And in the end, consistency is the only thing that proves trust to the world.
The internal trust bank. The ultimate secret to being trustworthy to others is being trustworthy to yourself. You can't fake a reliable personality for long. Every time you beat yourself down or set expectations so high that you fail, you damage your internal trust bank. But when you are kind to yourself and forgive yourself for messing up, it becomes easier to be consistent. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it was built to do, protect you. If you wanted to protect your professional and social reputation, you have to help the nervous system learn slowly that the long and grueling journey is safe if you take it one small habit at a time. Trust is not a magical pill. It is the result of doing everything you put your mind to by taking action and changing your life around.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to skip this video, forget everything, and stay where you are for the rest of your life? Or are you going to take action? Pick one of the big three or the next smallest habit and start building your reputation today. Nothing is impossible because impossible literally reads, I'm possible. Subscribe if you learned something new and comment below. What is the one habit you're going to start tonight to prove